Hi everybody, I'm Ed Kendall with Kendall Photography and Fine Art. It's been a while since I've talked to y'all. Right now we're back down in Mesa. We typically split our year between here and Alpine, Arizona, but we find ourselves back here in this godforsaken heat. A very close friend of mine passed away and we're down here for services for that. But we do expect to return to Alpine come Monday. So while I was down here, I thought I would do some of the floral shooting that I do, that you've seen on our website, edkendall.com, and give you a sense of the kind of equipment that I use, a little bit of what's involved with it, and just the beginning, initial stages of it. With photography, there are two basic core precepts. One is the art, and the other is the craft. The craft is all about your camera, knowing how to use it, what settings to use for whatever subject you're shooting, all these different lights, speed lights, how to combine them, how to place them, understanding how light works. There's a lot of physics and science involved. Being a former manufacturing engineer, I really enjoy that side of it. The artistic side finally came to me after working with photography for a number of years, and I really enjoy that part of it. We got our two mini shippers down here making a lot of racket, so this is just part of life in our studio. In essence, what I want to try and get across today is what it takes to make the kind of images that you have seen on my IG feed and on our website. We'll start with just some basic flowers. Either I'll bring something in from the wild, typically up in Alpine, where flowers are really open and working right now. In the wintertime, I might find a few things to bring in here. And in the interim, I'll find flowers at different shops that I think would make good subjects and make good content. This set just came from a local grocery store and it's just here for a demo. The equipment that I use is Nikon. My camera is a Nikon D850, which is really good for stills. It can shoot some sports stuff, but it's really a still and landscape photography camera, which is primarily what I do. It's 95% of what I do. The lighting and the camera, I shoot strictly in manual mode. I control each individual light and all camera settings to create the effects that I do. As far as lighting, it's all a balance of getting light from different directions and controlling how much and how long that light is hitting whatever subject for effect that I'm trying to get. Whether it's shadows and real soft light to create the lines and the definition to express the contours and the shapes of the flowers, or to highlight a specific area and really make it stand out. That's where the art comes in. Is seeing the image in my mind or having a rough idea of what it's going to take to do this. That's where I start. There are times when I will use a light meter every once in a while for really complex scenes that require 3, 4, 5 different lighting sources, just to balance them. Instead of guessing, I can drop a little bit here, a little bit there. It saves a lot of time. But typically I'll just use the sensor and the meter inside the camera for most of it. There's other things that I use. The lenses that I use are macro, which I have over here. Part of my stuff is up at Alpine right now, so you have to excuse that. The other lenses I use quite a bit are called Lens Baby lenses. They're specialized to create special effects that can give a real ethereal kind of look to floral, any type of subject that you choose. What it does, it creates a real sharp area, and then it kind of bleeds out into a soft blur, and then finally going to a full blur. There's another lens baby that I use. It's called a Sweet 50. Shh. Shh. The dogs are running amok. This will probably be edited out, but we're going to go with it anyway. Finn. Anyway, The Lens Baby Sweet 50, what it does is you'll create an area sharp focus and it creates the same soft, ethereal bleed out look, but you can shift the focus to different areas within the frame manually. So you're basically working with two more axes when you're shooting with it. As time goes on and we continue to build our business and gain more followers, if enough people express enough interest, I'm more than willing to have you all follow along, or I'll go into much greater detail on every aspect of this. But for today it's just an overall sense of what it really takes to create some of these images. It goes from the concept of what I think I would like to see to the finished product, and there's steps and steps and steps and trials and errors, and thank God it's not film, because I would be going through roll after roll after roll of film. So digital's a really good thing. Typically I will have my PC, my computer sitting out here, and my camera will be hardwired to it, so I can see up on the monitor what is really going on to check for focus, textures, positioning, and everything else. And that helps quite a bit. My computer is still up in Alpine. I really enjoyed talking to you folks. We have a lot of things coming up. We're going back to Alpine come Monday, and the forests are open. Finally, the forests are open. Happy days are here again. The Apache Sickeries forest was closed for 2 weeks due to extreme fires that they were having up there. But we've had 8 days of rain in a row, and they decided to reopen them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to embark on a series of photo shoots and bring you all with me, so you can see the scenes that I'm looking at, what gear I'm using, and finally through the final processing, so you get a sense of what I do and how things work. I think it'll help a great deal, and what I probably am hoping to do is to create a special area within the website just for this specific shoot. And it's going to take 6 weeks to do it, but I think it'll give us a lot of really cool looking stuff. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Any questions, any comments, please feel free to contact me anytime. I'm more than willing to sit down and do a video conference with anybody. If they want to ask me further questions or are interested in specific things. Thanks for watching.